you've avoided injuries. Does it mean you're becoming an old man? What does February games mean?
Well, 27, so I wouldn't say I'm becoming an old man yet. I've been pretty lucky, been able to play a lot of games in a row since I debuted, and I think I've only missed a handful, so it's a testament to the hard work, but also the work of everyone else around the club to help get me to this milestone, and hopefully there's plenty more to come.
You've obviously improved year on year, but this is probably, you have to say, your best year of AFL you've ever run.
I think so, yeah. As an inside mid, I think I've been able to have a good balance of contested work and uncontested work, and I'm trying to add different layers to my game every year. A bit of defensive stuff this year that I've worked on alongside Josh Dunkley and Locke and our other mids, and always trying to improve, and I think that's what keeps me motivated to keep playing for as long as I can.
Hugh, you were Fades' first draftee, not that he drafts you as such, but
yep.
The first pick when he came on board. Can you tell me about your relationship with him a little bit?
Yeah, we're obviously extremely close. I think Bez is in the same camp as that, and also Big O, so we've sort of been here for the whole time that he has, and yeah, I've spoken about it before in press conferences, but he's a father figure to us in all the ups and the downs. He's been there the whole time. He wraps an arm around you when he realises that you need it, but he also is someone that can challenge you, and he's always wanted to help me grow in that way. So yeah, I couldn't imagine having anyone else as a coach because I've had him the whole time, and I just really enjoy working with him day in, day out.
Hey, what convinced you to stay early days? Like the club was struggling, obviously, and you had interest from everywhere. And yeah, what kept you here?
There was probably multiple things. I could see that it was a really tight group. We had some really good leaders here already that probably just hadn't had the opportunity to play in a good side. So I was really keen to help guys like Zorks and Frog and those fellas play in some finals. That was probably the aim at the start. We were sitting down the bottom of the ladder for the first 2 years, and probably in our wildest dreams we couldn't imagine that we'd do what we've done in terms of the consistency that we've been able to play at, and winning a premiership as well is pretty special. But yeah, helping those guys achieve what they deserved was one of the motivating factors, and then also how close I was with guys like Jared Berry, Cam Rayner, Zach Bailey, Zorks, Frog, Diz, Harris, the list goes on. They sort of helped us when we first got here. We became really close. We've learned a lot of lessons along the way, and I think if you achieve success with people that you've gone through the ups and downs with, there's nothing that can compare to that.
Did that group that came up from down south, did you guys make a bit of a pact that you're going to stay here?
To be honest, I don't think we ever spoke about it directly once. I think it was just one of those things you knew if you were to leave, it would be pretty hard to look in the eyes and say, oh, I'm going to go home, because we'd built something so special in terms of how close we were. And yeah, that was enough to keep us here, along with the fact that we knew that we had great leadership in Danny and Fags and Nobes when he was first here, and Swanee. You could just see that they were good people first and foremost, and they wanted the best for us. So yeah, those two things combined has made everyone stay, I'd say.
Across those 200 games, is there one person that you've looked at, or maybe even early in the piece, and gone, that's who I'd like to be like, that's who I'd like to model myself?
Probably not one in particular. I mean, I think I just take little bits from each of our leaders in particular. Probably Zorks was one. I just admired his loyalty and the way that he was able to play really well himself in those harder times, but also then mould his game towards being a really team-first, selfless player as we evolved as a group. You see now he's playing off the half-back flank. He's been able to, and he's done that really well, but he could easily just want to play inside mid and do what he was doing back in 2017, 2018, but for the benefit of the team. He did what he needed to. Harris Andrews, I think he's just a really strong leader. He's someone that shows a growth mindset all the time, and he's been someone that's pushed me along in all of my training, and I look up to him as well. So Ryan Lester's the other one that probably shows the way off the field in terms of his ability to have a great balance in his life and build those relationships, but also switch on when he needs to. So you can't single one person out. Everyone's had an impact on me for sure.
All right, Bulldogs, sitting just outside the 8, they're often the teams that are the most dangerous because they're playing for their life, obviously. What do you expect?
Yeah, they're sitting outside the 8, but I think it's only by a game maybe, and then they're probably only 2 games off third, fourth, those positions. So we know that they're a great side played them at Norwood earlier in the year, and they sort of taught us a lesson in that first half, and we bounced back. But we know that they're going to be a really tough side. They bring a lot of firepower. You always have a great midfield battle with them, and that's what we're concerned about as midfielders ourselves. So hopefully we can get that battle done and get the territory.
How have you found some extra attention this year? Got tagged a couple of times. How have you adjusted to that?
Yeah, it's been a different challenge for me. I'm lucky that I've got Lockie that I can sort of lean on a little bit in that regard, and it's probably something that you have to wear as a badge of honour to get that attention. I'm working through ways to get through that, but I think Fags has also mentioned this. I can go forward, I can play on a wing, I can change my position up, which means that I can trust that if I'm getting tagged out of the game a little bit, I can go forward, and then someone like Will or Cam or Bales or even Bez will go into the midfield and do what needs to be done. So yeah, obviously I want to work my way through it individually, but I'm also thinking about the team and how I can help us continue to win that midfield battle, even if I'm a little bit quieter.
Were you surprised to see Zach Bailey get a game for you?
What's that, sorry?
Zach Bailey, you were surprised to see him get a game for you?
Yeah, I couldn't remember the incident itself, but obviously it looked like he got him high, so we'll just see how that goes at the tribunal.
Did he get off?
Not sure, yeah.
How's Noah, the boys sort of getting around him?
Yeah, Noz, we're obviously extremely disappointed for him. He has been a great team player. We actually watched a couple of his clips there at the start of the team meeting yesterday of what he'd done at the start of the game before he got hurt, and he was playing an absolutely ripping game, doing a lot of tough stuff, a lot of hard running defensively. So we were, disappointed to lose him, but one of our great strengths, especially last year, was being able to have other players that come in and have that depth in the squad. So we've got a few guys in the VFL that hopefully can put their hand up and play that role.
Just on hip and shoulder, it's obviously AFL are trying to stand out. They've been doing it for years. Do you have a discussion, go, okay, put the bump away, guys, no more?
We haven't spoken about it, no. It's a risk you take if you bump, I suppose. If you get them high, then it's going to be looked at. But it's a split-second decision for players, and sometimes you're going to make the right one, sometimes you're not.
What makes the Dogs midfield so tough to match up against?
The firepower probably. They've got obviously Bontempelli, Richards, who are in arguably career best form. They've got Libba, who's a really dangerous player both ways. Kennedy as well, who can go forward, hit the scoreboard. They're just a great midfield. It's going to be a really good battle, and it's great for footy.
So your special milestone this week, I believe there's another one at the club.
Yeah, Danny Daly's 250th, I'm hearing. So 250 games at the club. He's been a great mentor for us all the whole time he's been here, and I don't know. He's put in a power of work. He's always working behind the scenes, especially in his new role as general manager. And I've loved your leadership throughout my time here. So thank you, DD.
End of Swanee.
Yes, Swanee's done. He'll probably be taking the limelight this weekend. It'll be all about him. But hopefully we can get a win for him and send him out.
Thanks, you.
Thanks, guys.